finesse. Who are you? Stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Young, hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk. I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Even blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two, never.
Few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. And he will take this one off. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Panthers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill escaping the pressure right, and that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Tannehill throwing again. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here we go on 4, Tannehill. And that is going to be incomplete. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Turnover on downs.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. It's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more on defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Levante David. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Matt Breida becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Vikings 14, Panthers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. Airing this one out for Evans. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run with Breida. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 26. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
26 yards.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Breida. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Breida. Down to the 25.
The ball carrier.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down.
There's Garoppolo to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
McCann for the extra point.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term that you boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all of these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
To Alvin Kamara. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Fourth down.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. Now, boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Panthers 0.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over first and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
And we'll see if they can do it here. 27 yards on the gain there. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Panther football to start quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10 as they've got it with a third down coming up. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
The ball carrier.
Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5 now. Tannehill.
At the 46-yard line.
And this will be incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And they're going to try to screen. It's complete. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers.
Jason Sanders.
So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Sanders set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the shotgun, Breida. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Chung. 20! And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Tannehill's pass.
Mike Evans with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will cut the lead down to 15. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Breida. He's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Vikings. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
For the extra point.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to launch it for Washington. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the safety, Kenny McCall. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On the handoff, this is Breida. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Now a give to Breida. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
A 32-yard attempt.
McKinnon's kick up and good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And that drive stretch is insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hope we'll get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back.
phenomenal.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darius Leonard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. It's third and long. It's Tannehill. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Rolling to his right. And now here's another interception. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White picks it up. And this will be brought back to the 22. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. First from the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And from the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
You hear me laughing, partner. I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At their own 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on.
And got his man complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They got 29 yards that time. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
On the carry.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They run again with Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
2 brings up 3rd down and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. It'll buy some time right. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get the field, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from the 20. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
On the play by Kyle Fuller.
Here's Tannehill. That's complete to Chris Conley. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
Now it's Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
Tannehill's pass.
That catch good for only a couple.
Kamara. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
On the carry.
It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Sliding out of the pocket. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. He gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. McCann's kick up and good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Tannehill. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. 26 yards. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point attempt to come here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Vikings 69, Panthers 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone.
Able to slither by.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Panthers take over first and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down, Carolina.
On first and 10, Tannehill airing this one out for Evans. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Flush to his right. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. The tackler almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The 2nd down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Defensively by Logan Ryan.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball, and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's...
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote.